Hello everybody, welcome to my Plan Attack YouTube channel. This is part 2 of our 2-part series where we're optimizing the floor plan of this 1,335 square foot or 124 square meter 3-bedroom house, which is in Howard Beach in Queens, New York. Now this floor plan was submitted to me by Syed. He is undertaking a renovation of this house because it was built in the 70s and it hasn't been updated. In the last episode, we worked on the kitchen, living, and dining area. Today, we are going to focus on the primary bedroom, the ensuite, and the walk-in closet. So let's have a look at the floor plan. Now, I just want to point out that I've decided that the main bathroom, which is the family bathroom, is going to stay with the same layout. However, it is going to be updated because the fixtures and finishes are dated, but there is nothing wrong with that layout. So let's turn our attention to the primary bedroom and pick out all the problems. Well, problem one is you have a door collision right away when you walk in. The door collides with the bifold door for the walk-in closet. The walk-in closet is not very efficient. It's basically a stand-in closet. You don't have 2 feet of depth on all 3 sides, so it's not a great walk-in closet. If you have the bifold door open, you're going to damage the back of your main door. The bathroom itself is okay, but the counter is tiny. I don't like the outswing door because it's going to limit furniture placement. And then there's an issue on the other side. We've got another closet that faces into the room, but the closet for bedroom 2 is not deep enough. It's only about 18 inches deep, so you can't really hang clothes in it. I think this all needs to be reworked as well. So let's have a look at what I'm going to suggest for the demolition plan. I'm going to suggest we take out the entire ensuite and closet, as well as start to take apart the wall between the 2 bedrooms. And maybe, just maybe, we're going to be able to distribute this back in a more decent way. So let's have a look. Let's start with the dividing wall between the 2 bedrooms. And this is what I'm going to suggest. I'm going to suggest that we just continue that wall all the way along. Now, I would like to have a better entry, and we really do need 3'6", which is 1.06 meters. That is my standard recommended hallway width when you walk into a room, and we didn't have that before. And then we need to make sure we have 2 feet of depth for the closet, which is 0.6 meters. So our closet is going to end up looking something like this. And you can decide whether both closets go into bedroom 2 or maybe one closet goes into the primary bedroom. You can figure that out. Now, how are we going to subdivide this and make it into a primary bedroom plus a nice ensuite plus a walk-in closet? Well, the plan kind of tells us already what it wants to do. We know that if we put the dividing wall here, that we don't have enough space here for a walk-in closet and a bathroom. That was the problem we had before. If we put the dividing wall here, interestingly enough, we will have 11'6", which is 3.5 meters, and we will have over 12 feet, which is 3.66 meters. So we've got a good size primary bedroom. Now, it's also going to tell us in plan what we need to do to finish the walls, because remember, we needed that 3'6" or 1.06 meters as our hallway depth. So I'm just going to draw that line right here because that is the 3'6". So that tells us that we need that wall to be that distance. And then we also know, I'm just going to draw it across here, that we're going to have another wall here. So this kind of tells us how the layout for the bathroom and the walk-in closet is going to be. Now, interestingly enough, we've got this space here, and ideally, this might be the walk-in closet if we drew the wall, something like that. We could also make a kind of vestibule entrance so that you come into the bathroom through this vestibule. Maybe there's another cabinet here. And I think this is a good size for the ensuite bathroom. So if I was to draw this out now with proper walls, you can see what I've done. You walk into this main bedroom. I divided the closet into 2 closets because that's quite a span for doors. Then you can walk into the primary bedroom, into this vestibule area, which I always like a vestibule in the primary bedroom. It's kind of hotel-like because then you go into the closet and the bathroom. So the bathroom is the whole top area. We've got a bit of storage here and a nice closet. So if I was to draw this in now properly with the fixtures, I would put the toilet here, which is almost where it was originally. I'd put a double vanity on the opposite side, a big glass shower, maybe with a bench and a bit of storage, a cabinet for some extra storage, storage, maybe extra closet or linen storage. And then we've got a walk-in closet using this bump. This is the perfect depth for hanging, so we have good hanging on both sides. So this is how I would detail this, and then we can add the beds in. So I would have a king bed here and maybe a queen bed in bedroom 2. So I would like to hear what you guys think about the layout for this house, and I'd like to now show you the before and after of both sections of the house, so the living, dining, kitchen, plus the ensuite, walk-in closet, and primary bedroom, and have a look, study the plans, and let me know what you think about the changes. So if you'd like to learn more about my PlanAttack system of design optimization, I'd encourage you to download my online course and workbooks. They actually teach you how to use my system to draw your floor plans. And interestingly enough, if you hit subscribe, you will watch and see every week when I do a new floor plan for somebody across the world.